It's so hard to let go of things from the past, you know?
Don't let go anything.
Okay.
See, let go means you're trying to forget it.
Okay.
See, the nature of the mind is like this. Can I try an experiment with you?
Sure.
All that postures, yogic postures not needed for
Okay,
this.
okay.
Simple.
God, it's fun. I want to get an A.
This is called a Brahma Mudra. All such serious things not needed. I'm just going to tell you, close your eyes and don't think of monkeys. Do not think of a monkey. No monkey. No monkeys at all, okay?
Okay.
Only monkeys, come on. So I'm saying this is the nature of the mind. In this mind there is no subtraction and division. There is only addition and multiplication. Whatever you try to do, it'll become one more, one more. If you try hard, it'll multiply. How many monkeys did you see?
At least 3.
If you try hard, it'll become 3,000.
Yeah. Well, one of them was calling his friends, so I could tell that it was going to start to grow.
So essentially, this is the nature of your mind. You cannot forcefully make it do something else. But you can handle it in such a way, the way you want it, only if you're above it. Right now, you're misunderstanding your psychological process as existential. See, what is happening in your mind is your psychological drama. On what platform is this drama being played? The life that you are. Are you alive or no?
Yeah, I'm alive.
You're alive. Not because of your thought and emotion. Because some European guy said, I think so, I exist, so I'm asking.
Yeah. Yeah, but as far as I know, I exist.
You exist, so you may think, may not think.
Right.
Like, because I exist, I may fly my hand or I may keep it here. Similarly, I may fly my mind or keep it here. But because most people have become so compulsive, they think because they think they exist. No, because you exist, you may think, if you wish. But that option and that choice has been given away by most people. Thought is like a diarrhea, it's happening all the time.
Yeah.
Not by choice.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
So, the important thing to understand is that your mental and emotional stuff is psychological drama. It is happening on the stage that we call as life. So suppose your drama, one act is not going the way you think it should go, we should change the act, end the act and change the act, not burn down the stage.
Right.
Right now we're burning down the stage with mental illnesses, suicide, these things are growing in such a scale. No more it's individual problem, it's like a global problem. We are in the process of launching what is called as Miracle of Mind, that we are launching a very intelligent app which will provide simple tools for people to just 12-15 minutes a day.
And what's it called?
Miracle of Mind.
Medical of Mind?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because mind is a miracle, isn't it? Every miracle that we have effected
Oh, yeah.
has only happened out of our mind, but we think it's a problem.
Yeah, it's true. We're treating our mind like it's a problem, huh?
It is not a problem.
I haven't even thought about that. It's like we're treating the greatest thing that we have as if it's a problem all the time.
Because it's a sharp knife. If you had the brain of an earthworm, you wouldn't need marijuana, drugs, alcohol to be peaceful. You would anyway be peaceful. It can even be achieved now. If you remove half your brain, you will sit here peacefully.
Yeah.
Destroying the possibility and then being peaceful is meaningless. Keeping all the human possibility full on and then you're peaceful and joyful, then it's wonderful.
Yes.
You destroy it, you soak it in alcohol. You sit in one corner, you smoke and sit in one corner and you think you're peaceful, it's meaningless peace. That way death is better, death is peaceful.
Yeah.
Rest in peace till we meet again.
Till we meet again. Oh, that sounds pressuresome even. You just died and you already have an appointment on the books. That's the part that sounds pressuresome to me. Yeah, we have a ton of anxiety. I mean, that's a buzzword that a lot of people use nowadays is anxiety.
Become a qualification.
Is what?
For a lot of people, I'm distressed and disturbed and I'm anxious has become a qualification. They think it's a qualification, they don't understand it's destruction of human nature, destruction of human possibilities, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I think it's definitely something that's very common now. I mean, I buy into it as well. It's like, I feel like I'm dealing with depression or I'm anxious. I hear a lot of younger people say anxious though. That's one thing I hear them say a lot. Like I have anxiety. And I never heard that when I was growing up. I never heard anxiety that much. You hear it a lot now.
We had no clue. We didn't know how to spell anxiety when we were young.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now the thing is, there are many factors to this. There are sociological factors, there are other factors like there is not enough nutrient in the food, there's not enough strength in the soil, so there's not enough strength in the food that we consume.
Oh yeah, a lot of the soil we're using now I know is it's just soil we've used so many times. It's getting there's nothing left in it, and we're growing our food out of it.
Nothing left means what is not left? See, we must understand this. If you take that much of sand and add enough organic content to it, it becomes soil.
Okay.
If you take rich soil and take off all the organic content from it, it becomes sand.
Yeah.
So essentially, it's the organic content. What does the organic content do? It feeds the organisms. What are these organisms? There are trillions of species of organisms. In a handful of soil, there could be anywhere between 6 to 9 billion organisms, a handful of soil. 50 to 70,000 species of organisms in one handful of soil.
Wow.
But we are starving them to death. They are the foundational life. Even in your body, 60% is organisms, only 40% is your parental genetics.
Wow.
60% is other organisms. So these organisms are the foundational life for everything. For a plant, animal, human being, for everything, this is the foundational life. They are dying in trillions per day or per hour because there's no food. Why there's no food? If organic material has to come into soil, there are only two sources. It's so simple, but unfortunately the world doesn't seem to get it. There are only two sources. You can't make it in the factory. You can't do something else, you can't bring it from Mars. Only two sources, green litter from the trees and animal waste. These are the only two sources of organic material on the planet.
Wow.
Tell me in your farm, the farms that we see in the world today, where are the trees, where are the animals? No, tractor is doing all the job the animal used to do, but the tractor doesn't shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we need to try, we gotta we gotta put a digestive system on a tractor.
If there's no organic content, the organisms will start dying.
Yeah.
See, the minimum organic content that is needed to coil soil as soil according to UN agencies is 3%. 3%.
That's how much soil needs to be organic content?
That is the minimum organic content that should be there in the soil. But the shame is not a single nation, not even one single nation on this planet has 3% average organic content across their lands, not even one. The highest is 2.4% in northwestern Europe, southern Europe is 1.1%, United States is 1.25%, Africa is 0.03%.
Oh man.
India is 0.62%. This is death. Most agencies are saying we only have another 60 harvests left, not years, harvests left.
Wow. Because there'll be nothing in the soil to make any more food. I wonder if, because sometimes I wonder if like some of these like forward thinkers and these larger corporations that buy up a lot of the land and farmland, if they know that, if they're like planning ahead, Like instead of fixing the problem though and
They're trying to exploit the problem.
Yeah. Like instead of getting our soil better, people would rather, well, let's find something we can eat that we don't have to grow in the soil,
See, there is no such thing as growing elsewhere, do you
Yeah.
understand? For all that, the
Oh,
basis…
I believe it.
The basis is in nature, all right? We can reproduce that, we can use it in so many different ways. But you can't completely produce something out of nothing.
Yeah.
There's no such thing. So, organisms are not just for food. Our very body is organisms. Right now, why all these immune issues, psychological issues is the life material is collapsing, but the first one that collapses is the psychological, the software. The software is collapsing.
Yeah.
Hardware is also becoming weak. Our immune systems are not as they were some time ago. Well, in this, apart from the soil being like that, there is a lot of alcohol usage, drugs, especially in teenage period when people are growing up, alcohol, this, that, smoke,
Oh, yeah,
various
trank.
things just weakening. There are substantial studies to show during growing period, those who consume these things, their ability to get into depressive states, their ability to lose balance over their mind is very, very high. In UK, so many studies have been done which clearly show this, that the amount of depression which is there in those who abuse these things when they were very young, when the brain was still growing.
That's Ireland. That's mostly Ireland, probably.
No, UK generally.
Is it
In
all
London.
of them?
London is a hotbed for everything.
But so obviously, man, there's a lot of things to think about. So we're not getting the proper nutrients that we need. So you think that contributes to some of the anxiety that people are dealing with these days, like younger generation? I guess it makes sense if they're not properly nourished, then how would you be able to create a stable environment inside of yourself, right?
100%. See, many studies shows this. If you, in 1920s, that's a little over a century ago, if you ate one California orange, what you got from that? Today, if you have to get the same amount of nutrition, you have to eat 8 oranges.
Oh.
Have you eaten 8 oranges any one day?
No.
You will turn orange. Your blood won't be red, it'll become orange.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
man, I would hate eating 8 oranges. It would take you half the day. It would take you an hour and a half.
So United States, west of Mississippi, these are all grasslands, the prairie. We plowing them deep, 14, 15 inches with a machine, all right, with a tractor. The once you plow the grassland, the reason why it's grassland, why there are no trees in that part of the country? Because it's wind blown. My experience, people, they have traveled with me when I rode motorcycle across the western part of United States, the biggest problem is the wind.
Yeah.
I'm riding a heavy motorcycle which is over 360 kilograms, but it goes like this because the wind is so strong. That's why there are no trees, because it's wind blown. So in this, if you plow 14, 16 inches, all the soil, topsoil is flying away. You've heard of the dust bowls of the
Oh, yeah.
past. Even recently it happened in Illinois. So I was just talking to somebody and they're saying they're so excited about, I don't remember the number exactly. They said so many million tons of soil landed up in New York City, the tall New York building stopped, so much soil. I said, what foolishness is this? You're just looking at the million tons of soil which the New York City building stopped. What about probably 1 trillion tons of soil which went into Atlantic?
Yeah.
Because you plowed the prairie so deep. It's a grassland. Grassland means it's wind blown.
And it's just blowing it off. Yeah, I think it's just, we don't care enough, I guess. I don't know, it's tough.
No, everybody says I'm Generation Z. So
Right.
they think they're the last generation.
Right, they're passing along the problem.
No. See, when you say Z, that means it's the final thing, right?
Oh, it's true, huh?
When I say
This is it.
I'm Generation Z means I'm the final generation.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I guess we don't have a strategy for after this. That's what it sounds like.
No, we can still turn it around. I don't know if you have heard of the Save Soil movement. See, here I am.
Save soil. No.
Yeah.
Save our soil.
This
Save
is
soil.
Save Soil.
Okay.
As a part of changing the policy, because this can't be fixed. See, if I say this, especially in California, I started speaking and they say, okay, I'll go and fix my kitchen garden. You fixing your kitchen garden is very cute, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But it's not a solution.
Yeah.
Solution will happen only when the policy changes as to how we use our soil. Soil is not a resource. Soil is a legacy that's come to us from previous generations. It's our business to see that it goes to next generation If not better condition, at least the way they gave it to us.
Yeah.
At least that much. But we are finishing it off, all right? 52% of the agricultural soils are already degraded.
And why do you think that's just a mindset that we have? I guess like you're saying, it's like we've reached Generation Z. Maybe nobody's thinking about soil as a legacy. They're just thinking about what can I get from
See,
it
let
now?
me tell you this. I'm not a scientist.
Yeah, I'm not.
People but I've spoken to various agro sciences conferences and stuff. They ask me, Sadhguru, how do you know? I said, I'm a worm. I'm like a worm, I'm crawling on this land as a life, and I know what's happening to me. By being in various situations, what happens to me, I'm conscious and sensitive enough to know what's happening to me.